Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Anthony Tong, the Group CFO of OCK Group Berhad. On behalf of OCK, I would like to extend a warm welcome to each one of you present here today for OCK's 11th Annual General Meeting. Today, I will be taking you through the presentation. I will be presenting on OCK's key achievements in 2021, our financial performance throughout the year, our business performance by segments, and highlights of our future prospects. Coming out of a turbulent 2020 and 2021 continue to be very challenging as COVID-19 continues to wreak havoc on the economy and people's lives across the world. Despite many extraordinary challenges, OCK has been adapting and maneuvering through these unprecedented events. I'm pleased to highlight that OCK's financial performance continues to be very resilient, mainly driven by our telecommunication and solar renewable energy business. All these achievements are attributed to key management team and all my fellow colleagues. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first part of the presentation, I will give you a bird's eye view of OCK's key achievements in 2021. For 2021, we reported a similar increase in revenue and profit after tax of 3.1%, respectively as compared to 2020. However, our PATAMI recorded a decrease of 6.05% from 27.03 million to 25.39 million. This decrease was mainly due to the weakening of the MMK currency. Our EBITDA remains strong of 156 million, giving a 32% EBITDA margin. Moving on, our recurring income streams continue to grow, which accounted for 68% of the total revenue for the year under review, mainly driven by our TowerCo business and managed services segment. As at 31st December 2021, we reduced our net gearing to a healthier ratio of 0.77 times from 0.83 in 2020. Now, let me bring you through some of our business portfolios. For 2021, OCK owns more than 4,600 telecommunication sites across Myanmar, Vietnam, and Malaysia. As at end of April 2022, we have increased our portfolio to more than 4,800 telecommunication sites. As for our managed services segment, we manage more than 54,500 sites in total of date, of which 49,200 sites are located in Indonesia, which makes us one of the largest managed services provider there, with a market share of approximately 45%. The other 5,300 sites that we manage are in Malaysia. For our solar renewable energy portfolio, we currently own and operate 17 solar farms in Malaysia, which generate 11.3 megawatts of energy. We are also in progress to deliver an additional 18 rooftop solar farms with a total capacity of 1.8 megawatts in Kuala Terengganu under the net metering scheme. OCK's solar renewable energy business division recorded a growth in revenue of 7.59%. We will now look at the financial performance of the group. On a year-on-year comparison, revenue, PBT, PAT grew by 3.1%, 5.14%, 3.11% respectively, while PATAMI decreased by 6.05%. Overall, results have demonstrated a general trend of recovery, which are in line with the National Recovery Plan and the Damanlela Plan. We will next look into our businesses by segment. Notably, our business segment include telecommunication business, M&E, green energy, and power and trading. Our telecommunication business section, which comprises of the leasing of telco towers and telecommunication services, remains as the key contributor to the group. This segment accounted for 91% of 2021's total revenue, which is at par with 2020. Our solar energy is included in our green energy and power solutions business division, which remains as the single-digit contribution to the group's revenue. However, as mentioned earlier, the solar business remains robust with revenue growth of 7.59%. As for our M&E engineering service segment, the management has decided to complete the existing contracts and put a pause on tendering for new contracts under this segment. Moving on, the group's recurring revenue recorded a growth of 5.98% for 2021 as compared to 2020. On a year-on-year basis, we recorded a growth of 16.3% for our managed services, 7.6% growth for solar renewable, and 9.4% growth for the IBC business. Tower leasing fell by 2.6%. For our TowerCo portfolio, we now own a relatively sizable tower portfolio of more than 4,600 towers as at 31st December 2021, with approximately 600 sites in Malaysia, 2,800 sites in Vietnam, and 1,200 sites in Myanmar. As of today, we own more than 4,800 sites. Moving forward, on a broader view, we intend to increase our tower portfolio and tenancy ratio, increase recurring revenue, and develop new growth drivers to be led by the 5G rollout. As a regional independent tower company, we strive to build our tower portfolio with a target to increase the number of towers to more than 5,000 by 2022 across the ASEAN region via greenfield and brownfield opportunities. Our target by 2022 is to own 3,200 sites in Vietnam, 1,300 sites in Myanmar, and 800 sites in Malaysia. Concurrently, we intend to increase the tenancy ratio for both existing and new towers. Secondly, we will continue to increase our recurring revenue. As you can see, despite the pandemic, our recurring revenue has been very resilient and vital to the group. The main recurring revenue sources are driven by the tower leasing, managed services, and solar renewable energy. Therefore, we will also be focusing on these three streams of recurring revenue. Thirdly, to seize the opportunities for the transition to 5G. As the largest telecommunication network services provider in Malaysia, OCK has been actively involved in 5G trials in the country. We have developed a 5G smart pole in which demo sites were built, tested in Langkawi and Sarawak. We are confident that we are able to execute a mass 5G rollout which will help us capitalize on the growth opportunities in this evolving industry. In conclusion, OCK remains very positive of the telecommunication and renewable energy markets going forward. We believe that these industries are revolutionary as we continue to connect with each other as well as putting a consolidated effort to battle against climate change. The acceleration in adoption of technologies in our lives has been phenomenal. Point to note is that OCK has been evolving with the various generations of networks such as 2G, 3G, 4G LTE, and soon to be 5G. We are ready to build this infrastructure with our clients. We foresee a brighter outlook ahead as we curb the pandemic through mass vaccinations, in which we shall expect an overall growth trajectory in the global economic recovery. Finally, thank you to our shareholders and our fellow colleagues for your continuous patience and support. Stay safe and thank you.